Hello, World Typology welcomes you. January 16th, 2024. Political ideologies. Triumph. Introducing 8 groups of people. Political ideologies are not fictitious fantasies or ideas of certain people or authorities, as some may consider. Ideology is a kind of clue to what each person thinks about others. It is about the country and how each person sees his country and society. What are political ideologies? What are they like? There are many political ideologies exist. Scientists, philosophers, political activists, and other people put a lot of work into implementation of their ideas. They put their vision of structure of the state, which should become a reality to their desire. So what is a political ideology? Political ideology is a system that was created by the subjective thinking of all the world's philosophers, scientists, politicians, activists, and other personalities, which can be fixed as a clear thoughts and stable desires of each specific person and group of people with similar interests and innate values. The main task of such system is to create a certain order. This order is correct from the subjective point of view of that person or group of people. Such order will help them theoretically or practically control the area and will be used as favorable and understandable living conditions for such people. Is it possible that these conditions and rules will spoil or damage the life quality of other people? The short answer is yes. We have discovered innate preferences and tastes of different groups of people, and such stable preferences gave us a reason to divide people into 8 innate groups. All values, thinking, and interests of these groups are absolutely different. You can read about it by clicking on our website worldtypology.com, or you can view the corresponding web archive. So why all political ideologies are different? This is because all values, interests, and beliefs of 8 innate groups of people are different. Consequently, when a person becomes a scientist, philosopher, or a politician, he starts to impose his subjective vision of the world order automatically. This subjective vision is nothing but his inner thinking, desire, and stable values which are clear and close to him, which he generates from the inside. In other words, all political ideologies and ideas indicate to us what type of character and thinking the person who created it has. That is why we have so many political ideologies today. So all of these ideologies has a right to live, being a part of nature. Thus, political ideology can theoretically be used as an auxiliary tool for studying the portrait of a particular person or a group of people with similar values. Classification of all political ideologies by groups of people. The representatives of all 8 innate groups of people have generated their ideas and political ideologies for centuries. We have created a classification of such ideologies according to belonging to one or another innate group. This classification was built using a logical method and comparison of historical facts with a theoretical typology about 8 groups of people, taking into account their preferences. The purpose of such classification is to show an objective portrait, life activity, and political interests of each group. The first group on our list is called Marxist. It is marked in red color. We have defined that Marxist group of people, they usually like parliamentary and Soviet republic. They are socialist, expansionist, and authoritarian totalitarianism, communism, Marxism, national Bolshevism, social conservatism, socialist humanism, ochlocracy, info-anarchism, proletariat, paternalism, syndicalism, and belief in natural selection. Some representatives of this group have been also seen and involved in elitism, kleptocracy, militarism, nepotism, hidden nepotism, chauvinism, obscurantism, sexism, weak, Nazism, terrorism, eugenics, fascism. We think that fascism and eugenics is the same. Voluntarism, expansionism. But this group of Marxists, they have a conscience. The next group is innate group of cognitive people. We have defined that they love yellow color like the egg yellow color. These people and such a group of people, they have been involved in such political ideologies, and they like such political ideologies as absolute monarchy, anarcho-capitalism, Fabian socialism, individual anarchism, globalization, neoliberalism, neo-totalitarianism, LGBT, social Darwinism, capitalism, minimalist totalitarianism, internationalism, Toryism, conspiracy theory, ecofascism or ecofascism, feminism, pacifism, anarcho-syndicalism, technocracy, belief in natural selection. Some representatives of this group have been also seen and involved in imperialism, elitism, Nazism, neo-Nazism, nepotism, hidden, kleptocracy, right-wing radicalism, eugenics, fascism, voluntarism, expansionism. By this group of people, I mean the cognitive group of people, they have a conscience. The next innate group is Toastmaster. We have defined that this group of people, they like orange color or brown color. The people from this innate group, they would prefer, and they may have created some of these political ideologies, and these people may support such political ideologies as parliamentary monarchy, liberal and stagnation totalitarianism, gender equality, Georgism, platformism, ochlocracy, info-anarchism, mutualism, pacifism, left libertarianism, liberal socialism, proletariat, syndicalism, and paternalism. Some representatives of this group have been also seen and involved in elitism, kleptocracy, collective and social anarchism, left radicalism, extremism, ethnic nationalism, nepotism hidden, eugenics, fascism, expansionism. They have no conscience. The next group is pilgrim. This innate group of people, as we have defined previously, they love pink color. Also, they like such political ideologies as traditional and theocratic monarchy, theocratic totalitarianism, anarcho-syndicalism, civic nationalism, communalism, libertarian municipalism, internationalism, autarky, modernism, neoconservatism, paleoconservatism, paternalistic conservatism, right libertarianism, statism, technocracy, conspiracy theory. Some representatives of this group have been also seen and involved in kleptocracy, elitism, militarism, nepotism hidden, sexism, terrorism, eugenics, fascism, expansionism. They have no conscience. A group number 5 is ethnos. Such group of people, they usually like purple color. They also may like blue color, but like a sportish blue. The representatives of this group of people, they love such political ideologies, and they would prefer mostly some of these political ideologies, which I will call right now. The first one is presidential and theocratic republic. Then authoritarian democracy, ochlocracy, meritocracy, info-anarchism, national conservatism, environmental movement, liberalism, proletariat, pacifism, egalitarianism, conspiracy theory, syndicalism, traditionalism, belief in natural selection. Some representatives of this group have been also seen and involved in authoritarianism, Nazism, neo-Nazism, nepotism open, chauvinism, sexism weak, ethnic nationalism, voluntarism. They have no conscience, and they would also discriminate other groups except ethnos, except the representatives of their own innate group of people. Group number 6 is patron. The people from this innate group, they like mint color and turquoise color. Their political ideologies are parliamentary, aristocratic and mixed republic, representative and imitation democracy, avant-gardism, aristocracy, civic nationalism, authoritarian democracy, pluralism, meritocracy, environmental movement, internationalism, liberalism, queer anarchism, egalitarianism, feminism, anarcho-syndicalism, technocracy, transhumanism, progressivism, belief in natural selection. Some representatives of this group have been also seen and involved in authoritarianism, imperialism, interventionism, right-wing radicalism, Nazism, nepotism open, militarism, voluntarism. They have no conscience. They would also discriminate against other groups of people except except their own innate group of people. Almost like the group of people from the group of ethnos do with other groups. Innate group number 7 is called virtue. The virtue innate group of people, we have defined that they like green color, like the color of grass or military green, but the natural green color. The representatives of this innate group of people, they like such political ideologies like presidential and democratic republic, representative socialist, egalitarian and liberal democracy, agrarianism, anti-imperialism, gender equality, neo-socialism, social capitalism, socialism, deep ecology, ochlocracy, meritocracy, primitive anarchism, info-anarchism, environmental movement, left libertarianism, liberalism, proletariat, egalitarianism, conspiracy theory, syndicalism, fundamentalism. Some representatives of this innate group have been also seen and involved in left radicalism, oligarchic democracy, militarism. They have a conscience. And the last group, the group number 8, is Pharaoh. People from this innate group, they prefer blue color, but grayish blue or dark blue, which a bit of gray. The representatives of this innate group of people, they would prefer such political ideologies as dualist and constitutional monarchy, minimalist and liberal democracy, anti-imperialism, federalism, meritocracy, environmentalism, pacifism, internationalism, right libertarianism, libertarian conservatism, liberalism, liberal humanism, liberal capitalism, egalitarianism, fiscal conservatism, liberal conservatism, classical liberalism, anarcho-syndicalism, neo-Marxism, technocracy. Some representatives of this innate group of people have been also seen and involved in sexism. They have a conscience. But what about nationalism and racism among the 8 innate groups of people? First of all, we have to define what is nationalism. In simple words, it is a stable condition when citizens and the authorities of certain country have a greater respect for their own fellow countrymen than for other nationalities and people from other countries and regions. Both citizens and authorities believe that their country, people, flag, culture, and traditions are the best in the world. Such phenomena is usually dictated by innate patriotism of locals, and such phenomena always lead to the emergence of country borders. We have written and created the tables and the meaning of nationalism and racism, and we have defined its levels, which is based on logical analysis of the facts and analysis of 8 innate groups of people we have defined too. Nationalism. The highest level of nationalism is among the representatives of the Marxist innate group of people. The people from the innate group of ethnos, are on the second place of this list. So they have the second largest number of innate nationalism inside of their thinking and beliefs. The Toastmaster innate group, they are on the third place. Virtue on the fourth place. Cognitive innate group is number 5. Patron is number 6. And Pilgrim is number 7. And the last one is Pharaoh innate group. They have the least nationalistic views and they are not nationalists at all. There are probably people who confuse the concepts of nationalism and Nazism. What is the difference? We'll not refer to the dictionaries, but we'll interpret here our own explanation of the difference between these two terms. As you have already realized, nationalism is a theoretical disrespect for foreigners and migrants, but at the same time encouraging and respecting one's own people and nation. Thus, nationalism does not practically harm other people, but only inwardly respects only one's own people in brackets, in one's thoughts. What is the difference and what is its difference from Nazism? Nazism is the practical application of nationalism to foreigners and migrants. How exactly is Nazism put into practice? Foreigners and migrants are discriminated against when looking for jobs and places of residence, may be forced to hard labor, experience persecution, mockery, forced deportation, and relocation, moral and physical violence, up to and including murder. But what is racism? Racism is a state of high innate patriotism among locals in the certain country when they disrespect the foreigners because of the differences in appearance. Such disrespect or even aggression may be caused by skin color differences, physical, cultural, mentality, and, as they think, behavioral differences of people. We have created a table which shows what kind of innate group among the 8 innate groups of people have the highest level of racism inside of their beliefs and constant thoughts. The highest level of racism is among the Marxist innate group of people. The ethnos innate group is on the second place. These two groups have the largest and the highest level of racism inside their thoughts and beliefs. The Toastmaster innate group is on the third place. Virtue is on the fourth place. The rest 4 groups of people, like Cognitive, Patron, Pilgrim, and Pharaoh, they have the least racism inside of their thoughts. I mean, the Pharaoh group, they have no racism at all inside of their understanding, thinking, and their life views. And the last one thing that is worth writing about is conscience. What is that? Conscience is a stable inner feeling of guilt of a person before other people, if the deeds or words of such a person offended or angered someone. A person with a conscience may doubt his or her conclusions and actions, constantly revising them, depending on the opinion of the environment. The feeling of guilt may encourage such a person to compromise with others and try to eliminate the problem. Also, a person with a conscience realizes and easily and publicly admits his or her guilt about something if there is an obvious argument or fact against his or her decision or behavior. Having experience in conscience, a person will not repeat previous mistakes and will behave more modestly and carefully next time to other people. So, as you already know, that all people are different. And now you also know that the level of their innate tolerance and interest towards the others is not the same though. That is why all innate groups of people have different hidden or open attitude towards other people, nationalities, and race. Thus, following from this material, we can conclude that any attempt to change or destroy someone else's inner world or ideology is not just a crime, but also an absolutely wrong action from the point of view of both logic and ethics, facts and typology. So we hope this information will help you to learn more about inner world of people. Thank you for listening.